What's up, family? How y'all doing? TKP from Profit Takers. We are coming back to do a late night charting session. I want to pull up the market, take a look at what's going on. We're also going to look at the news and find out where the volatility is in the market. Then we're going to find trade setups that we're actually going to execute on during this week. I do these live sessions for charting and also for live trading to help give back, educate the community, and also to invite you guys to our free Facebook group. We also help you guys set up your live account and your demo account so you can hop on and trade live with us for those that are interested. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into these charts. Before we do that, the ones that are interested, head over to our website, ProfitTakersEU.com. Head over to our courses tab. If you go to the free courses, you'll find those sections to get you started on your journey. Along with our free 9-day course, we have our mindset series. We give you a free trial of it because this is the big key that I speak about in every session, the development of self, okay? Mindset, discipline, consistency. These are the factors that'll take you from here to that next level once you become a trader. So we're going to go ahead and find some smoother music because I can't chart to that shit. But hold on a second. Let me pull up TradingView and also give me a moment to change these tunes. So I hope you guys enjoyed your week, enjoyed your weekend, enjoyed yourselves. I definitely did. Got a chance to get up with some family members and just catch up. So that was a beautiful thing. All right, so right now, this is a trade that we were in last week. Well, we've actually been in this trade for about a week and a half right now. So this area, this was our original entry. Price created range in this area, but we were looking for this area to be broken beneath. We want to see price come down and hit at least our TP2. We got somebody that just jumped on in Facebook. What's up, family? How y'all doing? So this trade ended up playing out. We got us a winner, right? Win. Yeah. Now we want to see how we're going to respond now that price is trending sideways. So when we come in, one of the biggest things that I break down is understanding what's actually going on in price. Okay? So a lot of us will get intimidated when we see these candles, but it's just showing you where price is going up or going down. So I like to tell people to think about it like the alphabet. When you first picked up a book, you did not understand how to read, okay? Same thing with the charts. You look at it, it's a little confusing just because it's new. But if you can get over that stigma of something being new, learn to relax your mind, it'll put you in a state where you're more receptive. And just let us break down the basics of this thing to you, and I guarantee you, you will make money, okay? So really quick, something we got to show in every session because we always got new people popping on. The market really only moves in 3 directions: down, sideways, and it moves in uptrends, okay? When you learn how to properly identify the market when it's moving sideways, which is also called consolidating and range. Once you learn to identify this, you can easily take advantage of what's going on next. So let me show you. No matter which direction it's moving in, whether it's moving up, and we just got a lot of people that jumped on Instagram. How y'all doing? Whether the market is moving up or the market is moving down, it does not matter, okay? So I'm gonna come back to that example, but this is scaring too many of us. Let's step away from this and just break down how easy this thing is. So we'll look at it as if price was a line chart. Okay, so this is the example that I'm going to draw. So whether this thing is moving up or down, it does not matter. The only thing we need to do is wait until you see price trending sideways. Once you do that, we just take these tools here, we call our drawing tools, and we use it to give us a visual representation of price being trapped. So you guys will hear me say that a lot. Let's trap price. This is what I mean. Identify the area where price is trading sideways or stuck in consolidation. After this, the only thing that you have to do is wait for it to either break above or wait for it to break below. So we're simply going to wait until price dictates which direction is going in. So we got a lot of traders, they blow their accounts and they lose a lot of money because they think that their technical skills will sway the direction that the market goes in. And this is the truth. You can be really good at technical analysis and still be wrong, and that's okay. So versus attempting to predict too far, let's just trap price and let price tell us what it wants to do. It will show you which direction it's going to go in. It's either going to break beneath, pull back to retest the area that it just broke, and continue the downtrend, or it is going to break above, retest the area that it just broke, and move in the uptrend. That is it. And just to prove it to you, I'm going to find a couple examples and show this to you, okay? So they got a lot of complex strategies, a lot of complex platforms to really scare people away from making easy money. That's why I do these sessions, because I want you to hop on with me for free. Set up your demo account for free and let me show you how applicable this really is. I'm going to do all the heavy lifting. I'm calling all of the trades, finding the setups. The only thing that you have to do is push a damn button. Okay. Right back. Hold on 1 second. All right, here we go. So let me put back on this line chart. So we just gave an example with the line chart. Now look at this, okay? This is that area of consolidation, of price moving sideways. We already trapped the price. Now we're waiting to see that breakout. But let me try finding us an area. Let's do this one. Okay, so right here, we're gonna trap price right here in this area. All right, so right now we're only dealing with, let me cut the rest of this stuff off. We're only dealing with this area of consolidation right here, okay? So as you can see, this is the same thing as the example that I just gave. Now, what we want to see is price pull back to retest this area, and I'm pretty sure it did on a smaller time frame. So let's go down and let's figure this out. Oh, that's a really, really, really impulsive move right there. All right, so after the break, this is where we have the break right here, okay? On the other time frames, you can't see this pullback. That's why we had to go down to the smaller time frame. But this pullback is that retest that we were looking for. Now, this retest isn't as clean as the ones we'll normally find, but it still is the same. Okay, now in most cases, let's check this one out. In most cases, you'll see a really clean touch. That one wasn't as clean, but it still had the same concepts. Let's see what happens right here. Okay, cool. Now, this retest happened right here. All right, so price dropped. This is the line chart showing you that price is trending sideways, moving in consolidation. This is you using either your rectangle or just arrows to show you that price is trapped. This is the break. You waited for price to pull back, and what did it do? This retest hit the bottom of this zone. You see that? You're going to find this happening at least 7 to 8 out of 10 times in the market. So something this simple could put you in a position where you could be making an extra couple hundred, or extra couple $1,000 monthly just off of identifying something this simple. Price trading sideways, identifying the break, whether it's above or below, and waiting for the retest and just taking it down to continue the trend that it's already moving in. Now, this is an example of how to find the sell. I'm going to use the same exact thing, and we're going to look for a buy setup. All right, so let me go ahead and, what's the replay? Okay, let's take this off. Uh-oh, cancel. All right. Be quiet over there. All right, cool. So let's go back. Here we go right here. I didn't have to go too far. So if you look right here, okay, price is moving sideways. Okay. And right here. So here we have the same thing from the example. Let's put back on that line chart. Price is moving sideways. Let's get rid of the rest of this stuff so we don't have any distractions. After we identified that, this candle here, after breaking above, pulled back to retest this level to do what? Let you in on a buy, to give you a continuation of this move. And if this is the only, wow, deja, stay focused. If this is the only strategy or approach that you have when you trade, you will definitely be a profitable trader without learning any complex strategies, without getting into fancy indicators or trying to get too deep into what that market actually is. You can use this right now to go make money. Whether you're just buying a stock, this applies to everything. Okay, so my thing was getting into the market, figuring out not only the lingo, but the processes, searching through the processes to find the simplest form and giving it to people. Because if people would have just showed me this when I first started, the road would not have been as complex. They really overcomplicate this thing, especially with some of the jargon that they use. And to be frank, none of that shit helps you make money. The only thing that helps you make money is understanding those 3 simple things that I showed you, which is called the phases of the market. When is it moving down? When is it moving sideways? And when is it moving up? And also understanding that when it goes down, it's never in a straight line. You'll have what they refer to as peaks and valleys, or higher highs and higher lows. Vice versa, when the market is moving up, you will never see the market just move straight up. You're always going to have, like we said, peaks, valleys, or higher highs and higher lows. Of course, if we're looking at peaks and valleys, the valleys will be the low points and the peaks will be the highs. Okay? Really simple. Okay, so before we look at the trades that we're going to get in, let me take a quick peek at the news. I like to stop when we have a chance to give teaching moments, just in case we have some people on that are completely unfamiliar with the market, charts, trading, and you see this thing. I don't want you to just start running away because it is simple. That's why we got this thing up. I don't want you guys to just take my word for it. Test me. Sign up for the free course and get your demo account because it's free. That means you can try it out risk-free. And after you see how everything works on your demo account, you get your confidence up and you have the proper understanding of how to execute those trades. Then you can move into the exploration of a live account or maybe getting a funded account. So we don't have any news until, when is this? The end of Monday. So really, let's just peek at everything. Right now we see this is still in trading sideways. So what I'm going to do really quick is just go through a few different pairs and find consolidation, a fine range. We want to trap price. So let's say I'm gonna delete this. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to just skim through the market and find as many areas as I can that look like this. Once I do, you'll only see me identifying the highs and identifying the lows. In the market, they look at these areas as support and resistance. So I want you to think about it like you're in a room, okay? The room you're in right now, under your feet is the floor. That's what's supporting you. So in the market, that's why they refer to it as support. Above you is the ceiling. And right now, you don't have your superpowers, so you can't jump up and bust through the damn ceiling. So that is your level of resistance. And anytime you see the market going up to break a certain level and it continues to bounce off of it, that's why they refer to those levels as resistance. So we just want to go through the market, find support, find resistance, trap price, and the only thing that I'm going to do is use my alert to, I don't want to draw lines. Hold on, you guys. Oh, I forgot. I got this thing on. Let me turn this off. Cool. All right, so after we do that, I'm just going to use my alert tool, and we're going to set an alert above it, and we're going to set an alert below it, just so we can be notified, so we'll figure out which way price is going to go after. Again, I told you guys, we trap price. Let me draw it again. We trap price, and we don't care which direction it goes in. That's what allows us to be flexible. Too many traders, they marry their bias. And this is what I mean. They look at the market and they say, it's going up. And if the market does this, they're looking for every opportunity in this thing to buy it, to take it, moving up when the market is obviously showing them this. So this is why I do not teach traders to have a heavy bias. You have to be flexible. You may want a buy, but if it doesn't, then what? How are you going to execute that trade if it goes against you? So after we trap price in areas like this, I teach everybody to find the level that it could go to above price and find a level that it could go to below. This will keep you in a position, like I said, where you're more flexible. And if things don't go your way, versus staying in a situation that is not beneficial, you can make a transition. And another reason why we have our mindset series, because I don't care what anybody says, the market is a mirror. It's a direct reflection of the habits that you have in life. So if you don't have boundaries with your damn friends, you don't know how to tell yourself no, you lack discipline, you don't have consistency with the simple things, you are going to get destroyed when it comes to trading in the market. So we didn't create a mindset series for for fun, it's necessary to be in alignment mentally before you attempt to change the financial situation in your family. Okay, so it is really serious. Now, this particular trade, we don't have a lot of consolidation, but it is still trending sideways in this area. So we're just going to follow the same thing. We trap it, we'll set the alerts, and let's go. And this also keeps you from staring at charts for hours. You don't actually need to do that at all. Actually, if you look at it and just take some notes, the people that's in front of the charts the most, they lose the most money. We want to be on no longer than an hour for our studying, and we get out. Okay? So we study for an hour, trade for an hour, and we are done. That is it. That's all we want to do, because anything else is overkill, man. Overkill. And to me, I look at this as a form of liberation. I never want to introduce anybody to a market to make you a slave of another vehicle. You already give all your time to your job. The last thing I want to do is put you in front of something else so you can become a damn zombie. So on the daily, I just talked to you guys about support and resistance. Okay, so right here on the daily, this is a area of resistance, or the ceiling, and this would be the floor. Okay, so think of it the same way we did in that example that I gave you guys. Price just broke through the ceiling here. At some point, it has to pull back to retest this floor. Once it does, we're going to take a buy from here to catch the continuation of this move. So you really don't have to do much but have an understanding of what to look for. After that, the market does everything else. And with the approach that we have, we let the market come to us so our trades could be activated. What is this? So I have a thing. Oh, here it goes. It was just late. We have a thing that we call making profits without being present. Okay. So in the market, they give us the ability to set a trade at a certain level. So after we do our homework, which is what we're doing now, I just told you guys, I want to see the market come here. I don't have to wait until this trade gets to this area. Right now, I can set my trade, set my stop loss. Okay. And whenever price pulls back to this area, that trade will activate for me automatically. And as long as it doesn't hit my stop loss, once it continues to move, I made profit without being in front of the computer. This is why we say make profits without being present, because of the tools and the ability that they give you with some of these platforms. You really could do less to make more. All right. That's it. And that's what we're about. I want you to go enjoy your family. Not stick around staring at these damn colors. All right, so we're going to go ahead and set our trade set up here. We already have that alert set underneath range or consolidation. We found this area on the daily, so we're going to find our targets on the daily as well. Now, for the guys that aren't familiar with that, when I say daily, I just mean time frames, okay? If you haven't seen these candlesticks before, that's what they're called, candlesticks, or Japanese candlesticks. They only give you a different perspective of price moving up and down, okay? So those red candles, they represent price moving down, and those blue candles, they represent price moving up. So the line chart and the candlestick chart are the exact same. The only thing that's different is this candlestick chart will show you patterns that we could use to identify good potential trade setups and understand where to close our trade setups. Like this thing here, if we look at the line chart, this thing looks like a W, okay? Now, once you train your eyes, you'll be able to see that on the line chart. In most cases, when you see a W in the market, this is called a reversal pattern, okay? And this is how we trade it. We wait until that W is printed. As soon as price closes above it like this, then we know it's real. That's how it's confirmed. Then we just wait until price pulls back to retest it, and we take it to break the high. Now, if you look at this and pay attention to what I just showed you, underneath is price trading sideways. It broke above range, retested it, and took off. So these things are universal, and they work no matter what you're trading, whether it's crypto, forex, stocks, options, futures. It applies to everything. Okay, it applies to everything. And I also posted a lot of my trade setups right here in my ideas section on TradingView to record these trades. This is what got me hired as an analyst for one of the top forex brokers out here. All right, just posting these trades, sharing the trades. We got way more wins than losses, but I go over exactly what I think is going to happen from my perspective, show you what to look for, show you the areas to stay away from or the areas to get in on. And it brought attention from the right people, okay? So this is proven stuff coming from the professionals, people. So definitely take advantage of it. And like I said, come test it out. Join us, set up your demo account using our free tools, okay? And come see for yourself. That website is ProfitTakersEU.com. Sign up for that free course and come trade with me when you see me go live. Okay, so we got this thing set up here. Let's move on. So right now, I already gave you guys the concept of what I'm doing. So now I'm going to kind of speed up. All right. Kind of speed up. So on the other charts we was looking at, price was moving up. This one, it is clear that, well, I'm going to not say clear because some of you guys may not be familiar with candlesticks. But again, red is price moving down. So this huge red candle is a big drop in price. But if we look at these few candles right here, this is price moving sideways. So what happened? Let's go ahead and mark this area, and we're going to treat it the same way. We want to see price pull back towards this area that it just broke to retest it. And this is where we're going to sell from. See, they get people in the market because it's a psychological game. That's why this mindset thing is so serious. They're out here fucking with people for real. When people see the market fall like this, they have this thing called FOMO, or fear of missing out. People just want to jump into this sell and sell it just because of this initial move. And you know what happens? They actually drive price up. All of the people that were late in this sell, they get knocked out of their trades. They lose all of their money, and then it falls. Man, I was so upset when I figured out how they play this game because I felt like a victim. But in being calm enough to see the pattern, I was able to develop a system. Okay? So sometimes you may feel like you're on the losing end, but there is a message in every lesson. And that's where the mindset comes in. If you calm yourself down, you can take advantage of it by spotting the pattern and removing yourself from the consequences. So you can only get the gold. And that's what we're looking for. So right now, we trap price right here. And we see what we have right here at the highs. We want to wait until price retests this level because this was a really significant move. And if we get a pullback to that area, it's a big chance that we're going to get a continuation of this downtrend. So we're going to set an alert before price gets to that level. And we're also going to put this alert. My tongue got lazy. It just said alert. I'm going to put this alert right here. But I'm going to put this alert right above price and one right underneath price. and we're going to keep moving. This, like I said, will keep you out of being so anxious, wanting to jump into every trade you see just to be a part of a trade, just to say I'm a trader. That is not a winning formula. So here we go again, trapping price. This is trading sideways. Uh-oh, wrong one. All right, there we go. So from here, I'm going to use the exact same thing. Let's put an alert below it and an alert above. Now, let me show you guys this thing here. So this is a calendar for news events. Now, I don't look at news events to decide which direction I'm going to trade. The only reason I look at it is because this is what they use to manipulate the markets. Now, they'll let you know which currency have news events. I like to trade when you see high next to a pair, okay? So whatever currency it is, in this case it's USD. So anything that you see aligned with USD, that means for this day, around this time, price will be moving really quick. So I trap price, wait for the news to come, and once we get a break, I take the trade. And this will give you like 2 or 3 really good trading days throughout the week, so you don't have to overtrade. Because I guarantee you, if you slip into overtrade, overall, you will be a loser. And we don't want you guys to do that. So definitely let's take our time, use the tools that we have available, and be patient. Be patient. Be patient. Okay? So I'm going to use the exact same concept. We're going to another chart. Matter of fact, instead of going to another pair, let's go to a commodity. Let's do oil and gold. Look at this. So this was my last oil buy. Same concept, exact same concept. I'm gonna show you why I placed this trade right here. So this buy was a 1 to 9 setup that we almost hit all of our targets on. It stopped slightly underneath our third target, but let me show you why I jumped into this trade. I'm gonna show you this example until you guys, it just stick in your head. So I showed you we want to trap price when it's trending sideways, wait for the breakout. If it breaks out up, we wait for the retest and we take it in the opposite direction. If price breaks below, we wait for the retest and we take it in that direction. Now look at this. Now again, let me put it on a line chart. This is the exact same thing. Now the only difference is the line chart does not show you the movement that happens with the wicks. The wicks are part of price movement. The only difference is this solid bar, it shows you where price opened for that hour and closed. So right now, let's just give an example. Let's say we're on a 1 hour time frame. That means each block that you see would represent 1 hour. And this solid part only shows you when the hour started and when the hour ended. These long wicks, they show you everywhere else that price traveled. Okay, so let's go back to this line chart. I told you guys, price will trade sideways like it is here. It broke above. Let me show you. It broke above range right here. This move here let you into the trade, and you got a beautiful uptrend giving us a 1 to 8 setup off of a simple concept. So outside of understanding these concepts and outside of having the proper mindset, the other thing that most traders fail on is using their ability to control the odds of their trades. Okay? So some people do things like this. They'll make a trade where it's 1-2. What does that mean? Like you'll put up $10 for your trade just to make $20. In the long run, you have to be a 60% winning. Well, you have to have a 60% winning average to be profitable as a trader. That's not gonna work for you. Okay. No, I'm sorry. 1-to-1s, you got to have 60%, but 1-to-2s, your odds are still really low. It's bad. All right. But I teach people on the low end, make sure you do 1-to-3 or higher. That way you can lose 60% of your trades, but still be profitable as a trader. And that's what it's about, discipline and control. And matter of fact, since the market is just consolidating and we got a couple people here, I'll actually show you guys a presentation that I put together for our live events. And where is this thing? What is it? Leverage here. And it'll give you a better understanding of why leverage is so important in risk management, why they work together with the things that I'm showing you. Okay. So outside of using these simple concepts that I was showing you, which is identifying range and waiting for the break above or below, let's get into risk management and how this helps. Okay. So with our risk management, no matter whether we're looking at a bull market, which is price moving up, or the bear market, which is price moving down, we just went over those things, we still need to have risk requirements that are set into place. Okay. So previously I told you guys we want to wait to find a setup that is 1-to-3, which means we put up $10 to win $30. If that trade does not have that type of risk reward ratio, we want to stay away from it. But when we use this allows us to compound. All right. So you don't want to come to the market with a get rich overnight mindset, because you'll be extremely impulsive and create more problems than there are solutions for. So we want to show you how to pretty much take puts, all right, to get further ahead in your journey, all right? So a lot of people, they may look at it like, oh, if we risk 3% and we're doing 1-to-3s, that means that we only get a 9% gain on each trade. That's not a lot, all right? But let's give you an example. Let's say we start around here, this $1,288 and change. If we bring in a small 9% gain for 12 days, you made over half your money in 12 days. I didn't tell you to go back. Okay. And that's really the power of compounding, or the power of 3. Most traders over a year may not see a 100% gain on their total account. That's because of the inconsistency in their disciplines. But using this simple message, I appreciate you guys over there on IG. But with this simple approach, not only will you have consistency, but you have a decent trading plan that'll allow you to compound. All right. So this is the power of 3, and this is what we want to use when we approach the market. Okay. So we want to take that 3% risk to get a win of 9%. All right. Now let's say, for example, we took 10 trades at that 3%. And the risk reward is, like we said it would be, 1-to-3. This is just lowballing it, because I just showed you guys a 1-to-8 trade that I just won on. So for example, let's say you put up $10, that's $80. If you put up 100, that's $800. If you put up 1,000, that's $8,000 in one trade. Okay. But for this example, we're only doing 1-to-3. Now, if you only win 40% out of those 10 trades, you are still profitable as a trader. Now let me show you why. We got 6 lessons. We don't call them losses, because from every quote unquote loss, I tell all of our students to look back at that trade to identify whatever you missed so you can learn from it. So it's a lesson. So we have 6 lessons out of those 10 trades, risking 3%. We only had a loss, or we only had lessons that brought us back 18% on our account. Now, for the trades that we won, we brought in 9%, which is a 36% gain overall. Okay? Now, from there, we're profitable because if you do the math, we're still up 18%. And that would be considered a bad week to lose 6 out of 10 trades. We normally don't do that at all. But this is just showing you how you can take this approach to make everything simple for you to close that gap. Okay? When you are swinging for the home run, your margin for error is here. All right? We want to reduce your risk. Minimize the risk to maximize your gains. And that's the entire approach that we have with trading. All right. So normally with things like this is the biggest question. What's holding you back? So if it's this simple from getting there, this simple to apply, what is keeping you from doing it? And in most cases, for the traders that we already have that are in the market, it's that excitement of winning. Okay? That excitement, once you get your head knocked off, it leads into this fear of missing out. Now, both of these things affect you in the same way. All right? And this leads to something that we deal with in our mindset series called the trick, which is extremely important. And it's when you're being an extremist. Now, by extremist, let me show you what I mean. So when it refers to trading, if you're being an extremist of the past, you're holding on to those lessons or those trades that you quote unquote lost, and it's creating fear. If you're an extremist of the future, that means you're over projecting all your trades, or you're holding your trades too long looking for it to go to the moon, and you end up losing everything because you're overreaching. And if you're an extremist of the present, that means you're only focused on your desires, which is to make money in the present moment, and you are unaware of everything that the market is attempting to tell you. And these things are really problematic when it comes to looking for consistency or profits in the market. Okay? Now, the thing that is tricky about these things is no matter which direction you go in, whether you're an extremist of the past, the present, or the future, it all leads you to one place: fear and anxiety. When you miss those lessons, right, from being an extremist of the past, it leads to fear and anxiety. When you are over projecting on those trades, you give all your money back from that greed. And next time you get to a trade, you're afraid and you close it too early. Now you find yourself missing out on trades where you would have gotten a massive return because of that fear and anxiety. Okay? And when you're an extremist of the present, you're ignoring those lessons from the past. You're ignoring the signs of where to get in or where to get out as far as your projections. And all of this stuff just traps you in an endless cycle of fear and anxiety, making it hard for you to actually implement the things that you've done in your studies. And it distorts your ability to perceive information. And what I mean by that is the market could give you a clear sign. Like, let's say you have something in your trading plan and you say, every time I see this, I'm going to buy. You could see exactly what you need to see. But when you're stuck in those emotions, you'll be completely blind to it. That's why the mindset is more important than the charts, okay? So this is a simple question. How do you fix it? What we want to do is get you guys into balance, okay? So even though the those three things could present challenges: the present, the past, and the future. They also can create a solution if we use them in unison. So we're going to use the self-reflection of our lessons to create focus on our now. What do I mean by that? Use the trades that you quote unquote lost. Figure out why you lost it. What did you miss? So that way you could be more intentional about what's happening now. Okay? Excuse me. Then we're going to use the visualizations that we have from that excitement of everything working out for us getting that money that we want from trading, firing our boss, being able to travel, having money in your savings, whatever it is that you're looking into trading to liberate you from. Use the visualizations of that to inspire you to focus on now. Okay? Once you do that, we learn from the past mistakes. We also hold on to those future images. And the next thing is to adjust your mindset. When you think of yourself as starting in the market, this is the thought process that should be going through your head. It's already done. And we use this from a concept that we have in our mindset series. It's visualization, but we want to create our life like it's a movie. Think of yourself like you're in your favorite movie, okay? Or this should be your favorite movie. It's your life. But we want you to create this movie at the end. Who did you become? Okay? How successful, however you want to be, the love of your life, however you want it to be. Create your life from the ending point. And then I want you to hold on to that image. Think about the feelings that you had to embody to become that person. And not only the feelings, the thoughts and the disciplines or habits that you had to create to become that person. And we hold on to that image and hold on to the thought that it's already done. And once you get to the starting point, this is where we're trying to figure out what steps we need to take. But we take those steps with the feelings that it's already yours because you already created the vision. And this puts you in a power to where you can operate in the now with no opportunities wasted. And really just to expand on that, it's so much power in visualization, man. So much power. Even in speaking. Like, trading took me back to it. But I used it before, but trading took me back to it. Before I got into trading, I was working in a barbershop. And I told myself, hey, I am going to be one of the best barbers in that fucking shop. I have customers hanging out of the door, lined up waiting for me. I spoke that and I could see it. I used to visualize those customers waiting outside that barbershop, and that shit happened exactly the way I said it would. Just like that. And the only thing that got me there was I never let that vision go. Even with no customers, I passed out cards like I already had everything, and it happened. And I tested this thing out. Really, this is an honest story. And I'm going to get my cousin to hop on a podcast with me just to share this thing. I went to the casino. I never gambled before in my life. But I used to always watch movies where they would go to the crap tables. They rolling the dice, killing them on the dice. Everybody gathering around the table and shit. You got the women blowing on the dice for you. So before I went in, I did a short meditation. I saw myself on the crap table. I saw everybody around me celebrating my victory. And I went in there just to test it out. Man, it happened exactly the way I saw it. I hit, out of 15 rolls, I only crapped 3 times. I was in there looking like a professional. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. My cousin had to take my money and gamble it for me so I could actually profit because I didn't bet anything. I don't know how it works. But as far as the moment with everybody pretty much celebrating me, people betting on me, making money off of me. All of that stuff started in my mind first, and I went out there and made it happen because I actually believed it. Okay. And that's why we are where I am right now. So you guys test it out for yourself. Go create that vision. I don't care what it is you want to start. Figure out what it is. What does it look like to you? What feelings would you have to have, whether it's happy, being more courageous, believing in yourself more, and attempt to hold on to those feelings as long as you can. Even on the days that you feel low, redirect yourself by speaking life into yourself and do it consistently. I guarantee you all of that shit is going to happen. But I appreciate you guys for hopping on with me. Thank you, man. I love all of y'all. I hope you guys have a great evening. We're going to go ahead and close this thing out. So again, this company, Profit Takers, it is a financial company, but it's mindset first, because that is the only way that you get from here, from where you're starting. All right. So we close that gap by aligning everything in our mindset. So we're going to show you our free tools that we got. We got a free trial of our mindset series, Structure Breaking, available on our website, ProfitTakersEU.com. We also have that free 9-day course to help you get started with trading. We want to walk you through setting up your demo account, your live account. So anytime you see me going live, you'll be able to test out what I'm saying, make money in your demo account, and once you're comfortable, get on it with your live account, okay? We also have that big gem that I was just telling you about Structure Breaking, and along with it, we have our 6-week journal. This beautiful tool helps you be more intentional with your words, because we are writing daily to align our mind and our heart, which is a powerful piece, okay? What you speak creates. Pay attention to where you are and think about the things that you said, and you'll see it. We also got some books that are available on Amazon. This 6 Steps to Trading with Consistent Results. It covers everything that I share with you guys in our charting sessions, as well as our live trading sessions. And we also have some merch, so you guys support the vision, support the dream, and remember that you're only one trade away from living. Why fight to stay the same?
Okay, let the streets know. Okay, let the streets know. Okay.